my name is Beck, and you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And I watched Justice League, all 4 hours of it. I watched it in one viewing, because it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. So I'm going to be doing a review of it. We'll talk a bit about Zack Snyder and some unfortunate comments that you might have made, which honestly for me didn't mar my viewing of this movie at all. This is a strong recommend. It is a very, very, very strong recommend. Before we get into the view, can you hit the like button? Can you hit that share button? Can you hit the subscribe button? YouTube do not like me. YouTube don't like me. They've demonetized my channel. I think because I questioned the narrative that one's self-view is more real, more of a real thing than one's physical attributes, so they don't like that. And it's not even I was denying it, just questioning, like, are we sure? And that was too. Anyway, they don't like that, so they demonetize my channel. So please, and they talk about 10 subscribers on me, so if you subscribe, make sure you're still subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, if you could consider hitting the subscribe button, I really need your help. So if you can subscribe, thank you very much. Look, if you want to throw a Rabbi a bone, I can't see why you wouldn't want to throw a Rabbi a bone. Go check out my Indiegogo. This is how I monetize the channel. 2 freaking awesome graphic novels. One, The Imperium, 105 pages longer than one. Biblical, freaking awesome. 220 pages long. And I know they're my own work, and I'm saying they're awesome, but they really isn't. I've never given you a dishonest review. Okay, I don't think I've been dishonest about anything ever. They are pretty good. Go check them out, and you get a whole bunch of extras with them. We'll run through them quickly because I do it on every bloody video. You get these for the male gaze art cards. These are going to be like postcard size, all based on my 12-year-old titillations. 5 cards, soon to be 6. I just decided you're a great audience. You're great, and I decided to do another one because I think it's a good thing. So we got this one, the James Bondy one, Keeping the British End Up. We got Party Like It's 1999. We got Don't Even Think It's a But you know I'm thinking it. We got No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Oh, yes, there is. And, of course, the 5th one added is I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. I think I'm doing like a calendar of these. That might be fun. And I want to do a temporary tattoo. of this one. Just do the figure and have the Don't Even Think It's Citizen next to it. And this one, No Hanky Panky. I think, just a figure. I think that'd be kind of fun. I found a place will do it. If they'll do it on demand is the question. Anyway, because you've been a very, very good audience. You have been a good audience. I commissioned a 6 card. Here's just the design run for it. We'll have it probably Sunday or Monday. Of course. Has to be a bit of slave layer. Now, in the final version, the only note I gave him is, I just noticed, he put Jabba's castle and Jabba in the background. That's pretty darn cool. The only note I gave him is, could you have Leia looking into the camera and smiling? I just find, my sex slaves, I prefer them to be kind of happy. If it gets they're a bit too upset, it's a bit rapey, and it kind of turns me off. Call me a weirdo. What can I say? So you get these. If you get both books, there's only 6 left now. 6 left at the discounted price of $40. Then it goes up to $45. And then there's also these posters. Right now they're an add-on, but if we hit $8,000, you get this one for free thrown in. This is a Bohemian in Time and Space. They're A2 posters, like 18 by 24. We have this one. If we again, it's an add-on, or if we hit $12,000, you get it for free. Also A2. The eyes have it, and this one nearly ready, nearly finished. Will be done. Hopefully by Sunday. Reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. So all these can be yours for just $40 if you're quick. Fine. Let's talk about. Don't forget this. Let's talk about Justice League, which I really liked. Okay, I freaking really liked it. Firstly, Zack Snyder did throw geeks and gamers under the bus in a horrible way, devoid of any morality of any sort whatsoever, in a really scummy move. Listen, I understand Jeremy, and I understand people being pissed as hell. I totally get it. I'm just never ever amazed that our creators are low-life scumbags with no moral values. Now, listen, I think what happened was they're on the charity thing page. They still had the Geeks and Gamers logo, which they didn't like. And they were supposed to think, there's some kind of clerical error, they left it on. So he said, I'm not associated with it, and we don't like hate. We don't. So he's basically saying the Geeks and Gamers is a hate group. He's look, again, it was a Warner Brothers statement, but look, in Judaism, we have a principle called Ein Shaliach B'Davar Avera. There is no messenger in doing something bad, right? If you do something bad, you can't say, I was only following orders. I can't say, listen, if they didn't do that, if I didn't say that, they would cancel my next movie or cancel my movie. Fine. Fine, right is right, wrong is wrong. Right, it doesn't matter the consequences. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Which is why I'm not backing down about. I think this wall of disinformation that's coming from media, social media, government. That there are no genders. There's a wall of disinformation about so many things. I say no. No, I'm not backing down. I'm not giving in to this falsehood, right? I'm not even saying it's falsehood. I think it's falsehood to be able to say that, not be able to say, I don't know. I don't know if genders are generally speaking fluid, right? I don't know. Because I don't know. Because the science pretty much says it's not, but whatever. But so I think he did himself a massive disservice. Having said that, a great movie. But here's the thing, I just expect my creator to be scumbags. I think the worst thing about social media, there's many bad things about social media, but one of the worst things about social media is we've got to interact with the people who we make things that we like a lot. And we basically found out the people who are making things that we like a lot found out they don't like us at all. And we found out we don't like them. They think they're so much better than us, where in reality we're so much better than them. That's really the bottom line. But I don't know. I just if I stopped watching, listening, and reading things because I didn't like the people making, because I thought they were scum. And I do, generally speaking, think they're scum. I think you got to be scum to be able to make it in Hollywood. Seth MacFarlane is the only one that has me scratching my head, because he seems kind of genuine and nice, but who knows? I just expect to be. So I wasn't jarred by it at all, right? And so I really enjoyed this movie. I would say this movie is that's one of the best movies I've seen in many years. I went back to 2016. I couldn't think of a movie that's better. I mean, I liked Mission Impossible Fallout. That's the one that came close. But this is better than Endgame and Infinity War. It's at least on a par with the first Avengers movie. It's probably one of the best superhero movies made. It's a real fusion of the epic Lord of the Rings storytelling and superheroes. So you get this epic, antiquity battles, and you also get the sci-fi-ness, and it all just fuses together perfectly. Zack Snyder, this is the best of the Zack Snyder DC movies by a long way, by an absolute long way, and definitely earns its runtime. And I would say your subscription to HBO Max, it's really worth it. And listen, they got Godzilla, King Kong coming out next week. HBO Max, you're earning your money. Well done. Whereas we got Falcon and Winter Snowman. Was it not Winter Snow? Winter Soldier. The Winter Snowman. That'd be a entirely different story. On Disney Plus. I don't know. This is way better. This is way better. So and also it does seem to set up at least one more movie. It seems to set up 3 or 4 more movies very, very well, and movies that I would really want to see. Will we ever see them? I doubt it. Although, look, this cost $70 million to make, right? To finish off. And they spent $200 million on WandaVision. How much can shooting cost, right? How much can $30 million? I don't understand. You got to pay for the actors, right? But how much can shooting really cost for a 3-month shoot? I don't know. So, but it does seem to me it's very much set up to be make a lot more moves, which we'll talk about as we get to it. Fine, so let's go through the movie. I'm going to spoil it because you basically, as we've all seen the original version, this is different universe altogether. So it starts off, we get a lengthy recap at the end of Batman v Superman, the death of Superman. Really good. Actually, again, it's really, really good, really done well. And puts you back in that moment. I say one thing this movie really does, it captures that nobility of Superman, that nobility and power of Superman. But that's in the second half. We'll get to it. So, but yeah, he's you see him being killed, and I think in a more convincing way than you saw it in Batman v Superman. And with his death, we see the mother boxes in with the Amazonians and the Atlanteans, and by Cyborg calling out to we'll find out Steppenwolf with the death of Superman. Which I tell you, the Atlanteans and the Amazonians, freaking awesome. Absolutely. I mean, it's after Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman 84 was awful. This is like they're a threat. They're heroic. They're sexy. There's everything. It's everything in one thing. It really, really works. I think it really shows that the first Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, got a lot of help from Zack Snyder. Wonder Woman 84, no, not so much. Also, Shazam is clearly not in this universe at all. Fine. So we have the mother boxes starting to be call out to Steppenwolf. Well, we don't see him yet. Then we go to Batman and his hunt for Aquaman. Again, it's much longer, much better played out. He goes on a much longer trek to get there. The scene is better. The more time just gives everything time to breathe and the characters to work and for you to invest yourselves in them and care about them. And you get to see Bruce Wayne's obsession with trying to fix the wrong that he did with the death of Superman by bringing people together. Then we have we catch up with Lois Lane for a minute. She's basically not working anymore. She just goes to the Superman memorial every day. She brings a cup of coffee to the policeman that guards it. So that's basically where she's been trapped there ever since. Well, okay, so the next bit is we get that Wonder Woman scene in England in the Old Bailey where they introduce her. I couldn't tell any real difference between this and the original version, except this was so much better. This was freaking awesome. Again, Wonder Woman is back. I mean, is it because Wonder Woman 84 was so bad and I really liked Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman is back. She's heroic. She's strong. She's the action sequences are breathtaking and they're just absolutely wonderful. But I can't wait to rewatch bits of it. And I know it's 4 hours long. I will be dipping back into this one. So then we have this other just awesome scene when Steppenwolf invades the Amazons. And it goes on. It seems like 10, 15 minutes. This battle scene between the Amazonians and Steppenwolf. We saw it briefly in the original, but this is just, again, it raises them up into such a level which they were so diminished with Wonder Woman 84. It was just diminished under this weight of partisan ideology, which awful. The realization of Steppenwolf, I don't remember how they did it in the original. This is really cool. He's got this this intersectional armor. It's these armor made out of strips that ripple when they react, and they come up. They react to his mood. Really good character. And we get to see a bit more about the evil hierarchy that Steppenwolf is an underling, a minion to a greater power, which is really good world building. This is something the MCU has done very, very well throughout. So we see that Steppenwolf is basically a minion of Darkseid. Darkseid, awesome! Oh my god! And Darkseid's minions also awesome. Other minions is we get to find out more about the flying, those little flying monkeys. I call them Steppenwolf's flying monkeys. So they're his henchmen. So we get a little bit of a flashback, a really good history lesson about the First War with Darkseid and Steppenwolf, and it's very Lord of the Rings. It's very Lord of the Rings. Fantastic Green Lantern cameo as the Atlanteans and the Amazonians and Green Lantern and man come together. You get Hercules. It's really good. It's really, really good. Really, really, really enjoyable. And that 4-hour runtime, it worked. For me, it worked completely. I mean, I can see why they didn't make it as a TV show. Weird thing though, it's a 4:3 aspect ratio, which I don't like. This is what Zack Snyder wanted because it reflects the 1950s TV show. Honestly, I think they should have gone widescreen with it, but whatever. This was fine. So yeah, but the Green Lantern cameo, fantastic. And can we have a Green Lantern movie? This is one of the movies that I think comes out of this. So can we have a Green Lantern movie? And look, even if they're animated, I would like to see the end of this story, because this story is bloody interesting, right? This story I'm really, really invested in now. Again, best Zack Snyder DC movie by far, eclipses the other two. But I like the other two just set this up, and it looks like it sets up there's going to be a next one, which, again, I don't think I'll do, which will be even better. So Steppenwolf is hunting for the other two mother boxes, and so he gets his minion dragging Atlanteans out the sea to interrogate them, to try and find them. We get an introduction sequence to the Flash, to Barry Allen. Listen, I normally like Zack Snyder's casting a lot. I think Zack Snyder's casting pretty much perfect across the board. J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, we're going to see in a bit. But I liked, Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White. I did all these things were Henry Cavill. That's the other thing about this movie, by the way. Henry Cavill's star has risen so much since they made this. He's a much better Superman, and it's the same footage, which is the weird thing. And also you don't miss the addition of the CGI lip at all. That's good to be flushed away. But so he's dragging Atlantis out of the sea, trying to find him. Oh yeah, we're introduced to Barry Allen, and man, Ezra Miller is the only clanger in this. Ezra Miller massively underwhelmed as Barry Allen, and so I don't know if I can't stand this actor as a person, his insane, disgusting privilege, or if it was just a weak performance. It seemed like a weak performance. His running was weird. It was like, he's had this weird movements. I didn't really understand what was going on there. However, the scene where he's introduced, where he's trying to get a job walking dogs, which is that was just everything with Barry Allen's annoying. However, you see Iris West. Don't know who I'm assuming it's Iris West. Although she's black, right? I always thought Iris West was white until they made the TV show, and then she's black. But she was black, so she's black now. Was she always black? She's gorgeous. Oh my God! Whoever this woman played her, she is freaking gorgeous. So there's this incredible scene. Again, the action scenes. Breathtaking, this incredible scene as a big truck, this guy eating a burger, driving a truck, drops his burger and tries to pick it up, and he slams into Iris West's car. And so he gets this great scene where he saves her, right? And then also grabs a couple of hot dogs from a hot dog cart that just got blown over so he can feed the dogs. Get the job. Scripting great. Yeah, really, 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 really good scene. And then, we get the Batman, the Bruce Wayne recruiting scene. Pretty much the same as the original. And it worked there, it works here. Next, we get a lot more about Cyborg's backstory. And yeah, I can see why Ray Fisher was pissed off. So much of this movie revolves around his character, and his story is so much better, so much more compelling, so much more interesting. I'm so much more invested in this character. I think the main reason he was basically cut out is because he's virtually a CGI character, so he's probably very expensive to render. And they just said, well, we could save ourselves a few bob cutting him out. But he's really very much the emotional heart in this movie. So his story, which I didn't know, right? I didn't know he's a college athlete, and he's got a very fractious relationship with his father. Like he's winning, he's introduced by winning this big football game, that American football game, gets a touchdown, and he looks up and his mother's there, but the seat next to mother is empty. His father didn't make it, still at work. And then on the way home, they get in this massive car accident, him and his mother, and he's complaining. And then basically his mother gets killed, and he's killed as well. But as I guess you know the story. As his father's working from Star Labs in Superman, in the Kryptonian ship, he's got the mother box, and he uses that to rebuild his son into Cyborg. But Cyborg's got some really fascinating powers right now. Other than being able to fire and shoot stuff, he's able to hack into any digital technology, which again is a major plot point towards the end of the movie, and makes him a much more interesting character. So next we get to see J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon. Of course he's brilliant. I love J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is pretty much great in everything. He's great in this. Perfect Commissioner Gordon. Do I prefer him to what's the one? The one from Batman Begins. Played Dr. Smith in the Lost in Space movie. Gary Oldman. Do I prefer Gary Oldman? They're different. This one's much more of a traditional comic book one. Really, I'm like, he looks like Brian Boland drew him, right? He looks like he just stepped out of Killing Joke, right? He looks perfect. The next scene is carried over from the original, somehow massively enhanced, and I can't really work out what the difference was from a casual viewing. It's another massive action scene as the team comes together for the first time, essentially, to rescue a bunch of scientists that have been kidnapped by Steppenwolf to interrogate and find where the mother box, including Cyborg's dad. It's such a great scene, such a great action scene. And in fact, I bought the original version because I figured, you know what, I don't mind flicking through and watching these cool action scenes. I think the movie was garbage, but the action scenes, I thought, I would revisit this again. It has depth, it has meaning, it's epic, it's absolutely epic. So he's looking at, again, epic action scene. So basically, at this point, the story then about halfway through, the story then turns back to Superman when they realize that the final mother box that they have can resurrect Superman, revive Superman. And so we move over to the Superman story a bit. Interesting scene where Lois Lane's visited by Martha Kent, who's lost the farm. And Martha's like trying to convince her to get back to life, get back to being herself again. And she leaves. And as she leaves, her eyes turn red, and she turns into, was it Martian Manhunter, played by, I can't remember the name. He's in everything. He's like the other black actor they put in everything. That guy. He's very good. So it was nice to see him again. Lots of world building for the for the rest of the series, which again probably not going to happen. The revival of Superman, the resurrection of Superman, similar, but again massively enhanced. It all makes sense. The motivations make sense. The battles are better. Everything is better. Just everything is better. And as he's being revived, we get this. You get lots of flash forwards to the future. The dark future that we saw in Batman v Superman. The revival of Resurrection of Superman basically is creating that future, which I found a very interesting concept. We get lots of Darkseid action in it, like Darkseid killing a bunch of people, and like Superman becoming his minion. He's creating him into this this corpse that's like just a skeleton. Must be Lois Lane, right? Must be Lois Lane. But the biggest difference between this and the original version is I actually care about the story. I care about the characters, right? And I care about where it's going, and I want to see more. And I'm probably going to be disappointed. So that by now we're into the final reel. They go to wherever it was. There is somewhere in Russia or something for the final showdown. Again, far superior to the original version. It's a much better action scene. With everybody coming together. The great bits, by the way, with Superman's getting back to himself. He goes to his ship, and you see all like the different Superman costumes, that he has for different things. And you get like these little you hear the voices of Pa Kent, of Kevin Costner in his head, and what's his name? Whoever played, was it Jor-El? A great actor, telling him stuff as he decides to come back to himself. And again, this Superman really captures the majesty of Superman, which is something I really love. All the characters have really great moments to shine in the entire action sequence. Ends up spoiler. They win. Okay. Ends up there's this big portal, this big massive portal. They kick Steppenwolf through back to Darkseid. As he's going through, Wonder Woman takes a sword and hacks cuts his head off. Oh, it's wonderful. It's really, really, really good. And, you know, then Darkseid crushes the head as he comes on. But, you know, he's like, I guess we just got to invade the old-fashioned way. Let's get the fleet ready. So, again, more story is supposed to be coming, which it won't. But if it does, HBO Max, I'm so in the bag for more of this stuff. So then this whole movie is split into what I think 6 parts and an epilogue. So then the final part is an epilogue. We get to see the Slade Wilson meeting with Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's broken out of Arkham Asylum. I liked this Lex Luthor. What's his name? I thought he was. I thought it was an interesting take. It was different. Liked him. And he gives Slade Wilson Batman's real name. So again, this seems to, you know, what I think they should really do at this point is lead into a Batman movie, which I think will have a cameo of Superman and also cameo of Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter shows up at Batman's very, very nice, I don't know what house. And he says, "Hi, I'm a superhero too." And that's just after he has another dream of the future, where he's with his band. He's with he's with Slade Wilson. Who else is in it? Flash. Mira, who I guess they're gonna have to recast her. She's in trouble now. See Amber Heard, and the Joker, right? And it's like this ragtag band going on to take on Superman, and Superman shows up. It's really good. Again, I want to see more. I like seeing the Joker. I thought all this really worked. So it seems to me, we got another movie where we get to see the Stark future. There should be a Batman movie. It looks like there should be a Green Lantern movie. There's about 4 movies you could easily put in to this cycle, and I will be invested in watching it. Knocked it out the park. Honestly, I think it knocked it out the park. Or maybe it's just the entertainment nowadays is so bad, has got so bad since this was made, like 2017. This is just a massive breath of fresh air. Strong recommend. Is Zack Snyder a douchebag? Zack Snyder is indeed a douchebag. What else is new? You know what else is new? Go check out Indigo. That's not new, but it's something that you should consider. My name is Ela Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.